All right, all right. Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Chris Hawkes, and this is your Best Life Defined. How you doing today? I'm doing pretty good. I can't help but get this feeling like I'm running out of time. I turned 59 in November of 2020, right? So I'm coming up on I'll be coming up on my 60th year. I figure I have 15 years left at that point. I figure I'll probably only live to be 75. And it kind of worries us. Actually, it scares the hell out of me. I'm not afraid of too many things, but that's one of those things I'm afraid of. I keep thinking, damn it, come on, come on, come on, get better at this. Do a better job at this because I really do want to change the world. I want to be remembered for the fact that I actually took the time to do this. And not only that, but I want this to be one of those things, this podcast and the story that I'm sharing with you to be something that people share long after I'm gone. And the last damn thing I want, just so you know, the last damn thing I want is to be famous after I'm dead. Okay, don't do that to me, guys. Come on, jump on here. We got to get some juice going on this bad boy. So if you're liking what I'm doing, please share it. Let's push it out there because that's really the goal, right? It's funny because I bring this up and I laugh about it, but it's really true. It's like that's the part about this whole story about, work your ass off while you're young and then you get to retire and have fun. Just so you know, I've been to Florida with the snowbirds, and it's not a judgment. I'm not trying to judge them. It's just a pure fact. Being 65 years old and not being in shape, not working out and taking care of yourself and being healthy, that doesn't look real good and it doesn't work out real good. I watch a guy try and get out of a chair. His belly's distended because he drinks way too much vodka and he's been doing it way too long. And he's 65 years old and he looks like he's 85. That's not how you do it. I mean, at least that's not the best plan in the world. I mean, that's not the plan I would follow. Point is, we're running out of time. It doesn't even matter where you are, right? 25 years old, listen to this podcast, you think, oh, I got plenty of time. 10 years are going to go by before you know it. And the question is, what are you going to do with those 10 years? What are you going to do in that 10-year period that's going to give you the opportunity to look back at your life and go, hell yeah, we did a great thing. We had a great time. And that's all this is about, living your best life. It's about spending more time doing what you love than doing what you have to do. And if you have to do shit that sucks, make sure it's paying for stuff that doesn't, all right? I'm an advocate of having money, but goddamn, use that money to get what you want. That's where this whole story about the house and the car and the kids, it just kind of irritates me because, yeah, granted, we all need a place to live, right? But it's not the same for everyone, but that's what we do. Looking around, dreaming of owning big homes and fancy cars. For what? So you can show up at 5 o'clock in the morning and work till 5 o'clock at night, 6 days a week to pay for it? When in actuality, you get home at 6 or 6:30. You might have 3 hours a night most days to actually spend any time in that Taj Mahal that apparently you believe is just the best thing since sliced bread, right? If you're waiting to go fishing more, you're running out of time. If you're waiting to build that relationship and have that relationship with your partner where you actually are embracing it and enjoying every second of it, you're running out of time. If you're waiting until next year, until the weather's just right to start running because you want to do a marathon before you die, you're running out of time, unless, of course, you know when you're going to die. I don't know. I'm just thinking to myself, I'm not waiting. That's why we went ahead and did this. Let's see, this is how it went for me. I retired in January of 2016. I was the wedding planner for my youngest daughter's wedding. That wedding was in July, and by the end of August, everything we owned was gone except for the house itself. We had moved into our fifth wheel. We were living on 8 Mile Hill outside of Canyon City, Colorado, and in 2017, our house sold and we were free. Aside from what we have inside this unit right here, we have a 5x10 storage unit that is mostly, it's photography equipment, it's outdoor recreational equipment, including kayaks and kayak racks and that type of stuff, and then it's pictures. That's what we have, right? And the reason we did that in such a hurry was because I got worried. I got to thinking, a lot of people who work in prisons die. I mean, the life expectancy for most people who work in a prison is 10 years after they retire. And from what I've seen, it's a lot sooner than that. I mean, a lot of my friends, a lot of people that I knew when I started at the Bureau of Prisons is gone. And even those people who are still around, for a lot of the guys who have retired, they're not doing any of this. They're not doing any of this living their best life. They are rolling right along with that status quo automatic or autopilot life where you wake up every day and you do the same exact thing as not only you, but everyone on your block. Saturdays are mowing days, right? Why? Why? I just can't let that one go. I mean, here we are. We spend how much time taking care of a crop no one eats, right? And I keep saying that because it's an example of just how far away we are from who we should be. As a kid, you knew you didn't want to mow lawns. You hated yard work. You hated housework. You didn't want to clean the garage. You didn't like cleaning the cars, right? You wanted to go play. Well, that person that hated lawn work and all that stuff, they're still right inside you. I'm still the same person I was when I was 15. I'm just older now and the packaging's gone to shit. But I'm running out of time, and so are you. Can you really afford to wait? Can you really afford to wait? You don't know when it ends, right? I don't know when it ends. That's why I'm out here. It's funny, Sandy and I have these conversations about, what she should do if something happens to me, because that's the expectation. Being a man, of course, our life expectancy isn't that of women. Women tend to live longer than men, right? And I'm telling her, if something happens to me, you rock it. You keep moving, right? Your ticket didn't get punched, mine did, right? And I've told her, I guarantee that's where it's going to be for me, because as long as I can wake up every day and I can find energy in the things I do, that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to squeeze that in. I was laughing. I'm laughing because most days are full. By the time we get done working out, I get settled in and I can actually sit down at this computer to do more of the stuff I love to do. It's 1 o'clock. The day's gone and I get up at 5 a.m. The cool part about it is at the end of each day, I can look back at my day and I can say, I am one step closer. And that's really where it's at. And I enjoyed it. I was inspired by it. Even if this never turns into anything, just the mere fact that there's a record for my children to listen to. I told my grandson at my funeral, hey, play my podcasts. Get a TV and run my YouTube channel. You sure? Hell yeah. Yeah, that's what I want. That's what I want. And I don't want to be crying. Get the crying over and then get the Jack Daniels out and have a party, because that's what I want to do. That's what I would do, right? If there's anything in your life you dream of doing, don't wait. If there's anything you still want to do in your life, if you look around at your life and you're thinking, how in the hell did we get here? Pick something that might change it and go after it. Do it. Take action on it. So what if you're wrong? It doesn't matter if you're wrong. What would suck is for you to keep looking at that and keep enduring that and not take that action. And then to wake up one day and realize it's all over. You're done. Because that's how it ends. I don't care. A friend of mine, his favorite saying was, no one gets out of it alive, right? And he's doing what he's doing. And I used to judge people for staying busy, for going back to work after retirement. I don't have time for that anymore. I don't want to waste my time getting in someone else's business. I want to be in my business, right? Because I'm running out of time. I'm going to be better at this. I'm going to play my guitar. I'm going to sing more. I'm going to do all of those things that inspire me, because there's going to come a time when it doesn't happen anymore. How do I know? What age am I going to have to stop driving, have to stop, I can't walk anymore, need help to get to the bathroom? My God, right? Whether you're 20 or you're 40 or you're 60, the clock isn't stopping for you. The world doesn't care how you live it. The world gives you a day. Do what you want with it. There are people who pissed today away being angry. I lost 30 years of my life walking around thinking the world owed me something, thinking that I had a reason to be angry, hiding behind my shields, not doing it anymore. And it kind of freaks people out, because people want us to be who we are, right? People want us to be who they recognize. And I change up, and people are looking at me. I this last weekend, I got to see a bunch of my former coworkers, right? And they're like looking at me, and we're having conversations. They're just kind of shaking their head like, you're doing what? I'm trying to help the world. I'm trying to help people gain access to the things that Sandy and I are able to do. It's okay to be scared, but don't let your fear stop you. That fear is a tool. Fear is a tool for you to hone your choice, to check everything out, to make sure you're not making a mistake. But it's not a reason to stop. It's not a reason to sit still or to not take action, right? Because you're running out of time. And forget about it. I don't care when you're going to retire. That is not an excuse to let a weekend go by without having some fun. That is not an excuse to allow a week to go by without learning something you don't know how to do, about setting a plan for something you've always dreamed of doing, and then putting it into action to where you take action on a regular basis to accomplish that goal. Because that's where the success comes in. That's where the success of living your best life happens. Choose it. I'm not telling you to be like me. I don't want you to be like me. I want you to be like you. So do it. Today's your day. There's nothing stopping you. And I don't know how. I keep thinking, well, maybe I'm not telling you right. Maybe you're not getting the message. It's simple. It's really simple. Just do it. What is it? It can be something simple. You and your wife can decide that maybe you need some planning time. Maybe you need to spend some time together so you can start asking yourself questions about your choices and about where they're taking you and about where you are versus where you want to be. Go for a walk. 3 days a week, 5 days a week, 7 days a week. Go for a walk. Go spend time with each other. And when you spend that time together, it comes from a kindness, a platform of kindness. Spend some time together and go see what you can learn about each other, what you can learn about yourself, what you learn about how you've evolved, because I guarantee you, this is the truth. We are not the same as we used to be. I have changed so much in the last 10 years. I'm not even close to who I used to be. If you don't realize that and acknowledge that, then when you start making choices, you may miss it. You're going to miss it because the person you were is not the person you are. And that's certainly the case for me and Sandy. We are completely different people, and we're better for it. And it's only by knowing that we're able to continually revise this plan and make adjustments in this plan and then take that action again and see how it fits. Because in the end, life is a menu, and we have to taste things from the menu before we know what we like, right? It's not a one size fits all, right? It has to be catered to who you are. And the only way you're going to find that information is to look within yourself. And what that's going to take is for you to sit back, turn all the distractions off, and take some time to get to know who you are. Just one thought, just one idea. I'm just one guy. Got a big plan to change the world. I hope you're part of that. Got a big plan to maybe show people that, you know what, there is an alternative to the American dream. And it's okay if you don't own a house. It's okay if you live in a fifth wheel. What's not okay is for you to wake up to a life that you're living because of any other reason except for it fits who you are and what you want your life to look like. That's where the tragedy comes in. And I take a look around and I see it everywhere. How is it we can be so different and we can all seem to want the same thing? It's not a bad story. I just wish it were true, right? So, today's the day. Today can be the day you start living your dream, and all it's going to take for you is to just pick it, take that action on it, and repeat it. Is it going to be perfect? No. Is it going to be easy? Not always. But by continuing to do it in spite of those obstacles, guess what? Before you know it, you're going to be standing on top of your mountain. You're going to be going, hell yeah. Just like Sandy and I. Are we done? I don't know. We've done a lot, but we haven't even started yet. So keep that in mind. Let's not forget the kindness. And as always, just remember, today's your day. Make it a good one.